Hello, welcome to today's flow. We are going to do a wrist-friendly flow. I recently put one of these out on the channel and I got a lot of positive feedback from my friends who sometimes have a hard time with yoga just because of their wrists. So we are going to do another wrist-friendly flow today. That means we are going to pretty much be standing most of this flow, but we will come down onto our backs to do some final rounding and stretching towards the end of our practice today. We are going to get right into it. I am going to face the side of my mat so I can face you, but if I were you, I would face the front of your mat. I will rotate towards the front of it once we start to get settled in. Meet me in a comfortable standing position. Bring your feet at hips width distance. Just let your arms hang really heavy by your sides. Take a nice exhale as you soften your eyes closed. Big inhale through your nose, fill up with fresh air. Open mouth, release. Continue to take these full rounds of breath, using these first few moments to just ground down into the present moment. Notice how you feel on your mat today. Using your breath as a tool to keep you grounded here. And gently let go of anything that may be coming up that is just no longer serving you. Today, I am going to encourage you to really focus on finding a sense of presence. We often spend most of our time focused on what we need to do next, or what we didn't do yesterday, or maybe thinking about a loved one or a project for work, but our minds are off wandering around, or at least if you're anything like me, they are. And I want you to really just take this time today to be here in this moment, focused on you and focused on whatever it is that you need or want to take away from your practice. Your breath is a tool to help bring you back to the present moment if you find your mind wandering at any point through today's practice. Take a deep inhale through your nose, breathe in that sense of presence. Open mouth, exhale, release whatever it is that is maybe pulling you away from having this sense of presence. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Big open mouth, release. Beautiful work. Blink your eyes open. Inhale as you reach your fingertips to the sky, finding a mountain pose here to start. Breathe into it. You can keep your feet at hips width distance, or you can heel toe your feet together, leaving that sliver of space between your heels, whatever feels best in your body. I feel a little bit more stable today with my feet at hips width distance, so I'm going to meet myself where I'm at. Now, we're just standing here, but this is a really active pose. You're squeezing your glutes in to draw your tailbone down and plugging your belly button back to your spine to engage your core. Your pinkies are spiraled back behind you to activate those triceps. And although we're reaching through those fingertips, we're melting our shoulders away from your ears to avoid any tension in the neck. Hold center for an inhale. Exhale, bring your right pointer finger and thumb around your left wrist. Inhale, reach to those left fingertips. Exhale, side stretch over to the right. Reach your left fingertips up and over towards the right side of your mat, keeping your glutes squeezed. Keep that core engaged. I want you to envision you're lengthening the left side of your body. So rather than just crunching down, you're lifting up and over. Good. We're going to hold it for one more full round of breath. Stay for your inhale. A little bit deeper on your exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, find that grip around your right wrist this time. Take your time, we're in no rush. Inhale, grow those right fingertips a little bit longer. Exhale, side stretch over to the left. Again, just let this feel good. We're opening up that right side body. Think about pulling your left armpit forward to avoid from dumping into this side. We want to shine our heart forward. Good. One more full round of breath here. Stay for your inhale. Deepen on your exhale. Inhale, mountain pose, come back to center. Exhale, stretch to the right. Inhale, pose back to center. Exhale to the left. One more time each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands through heart center. Hinge from your hips. Release your fingertips down towards your mat. Bend your knees as much as you need for this to feel comfortable and accessible in your body. And begin to heel toe your feet wider apart so they're about at mat width distance. Bring a nice bend to your knees until you can let your belly fold over the front of your thighs and let the crown of your head hang heavy. We're just finding a ragdoll pose here to really decompress the spine, let go of any tension you're holding on to. Your arms can rest heavy, or you can grab for opposite elbows. One of my favorites is to find a bind back behind you, interlacing your hands, letting your fist fall forward. Take a moment to find what feels best in your body. Wherever you are, think about gravity helping you pull a little bit deeper. Unclench your jaw, no tension in your face. Gently heel toe your feet together, leaving that sliver of space between your heels, or maybe you stay at your hips width distance. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, slowly rise, stacking one vertebrae on top of each other at a time. Head comes up last, nice. Exhale at the top to stand up tall. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale, mountain pose. You've been here before. Exhale, baby back bend. Goal pose your elbows, shine your heart to the sky. Pause here as you squeeze those glutes in to protect that back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold, hands through heart center, hinge from your hips, let it go. We're just pausing here. Inhale, halfway lift, guide your palms to your shins or thighs. Find a place where you can maintain a flat back. Gaze is straight down. Soft bend in your knees. Shift your weight forward as if you're peering off of a cliff to activate your hamstrings. Hold it for an inhale. Exhale, fold, release. We're going to flow through that one-time breath to movement. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, hands out, heart center. Just take a moment. Option to close your eyes. Notice where your mind is. If it has drifted off, use your breath as a tool to bring you back here to this present moment. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, one-legged mountain this time, balancing on that right foot first. So shift your weight over to your right foot. Pull your left knee up high, using your core to keep your knee lifted. I'm going to turn around to face you. You continue to face the front of your mat. Option to bring your hands to heart center. If that helps you find your balance, we're just taking a pause here to work on our balance, using that core to keep your left knee lifted. Your left toes are flexed. Good. Hold and breathe into it. You're here for 2. I'm sorry, no, you're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your hands back to center, root your left foot down. We're gonna do that to the other side. Inhale, one-legged mountain, shift your weight over to that left foot, peel your right knee high, reach your fingertips to the sky, breathe into it. Option to reach your fingertips to the sky, or if it helps you find your balance, bring your hands to heart center. We're just taking a moment to find our balance before we really dive into today's class. So root down through that left big toe, help you find your balance. Knit your ribs in. Your core is keeping your right knee lifted. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. So strong. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. Shift your hips down and back. Sweep your palms back behind you. I love this pose. It's just chair pose, but our palms are back behind us. Your palms are lifted up high enough where you feel those triceps engage. Weight stays in your heels, so those glutes are nice and active. Stay low in your lower body. Inhale, chair. Reach your fingertips towards the sky. Biceps frame your ears to keep those shoulders active. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, chair plane. Sweep your palms back up behind you. Option to float up onto the ball mount of your toes for drinking bird. If you feel like that is in your practice, if not, your heels can stay rooted to the mat. If you're in drinking bird, keep those big toes rooted into the mat. Find your balance. If your heels are lifted, gently lower them down. Left foot stays forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Shift your weight to your left foot to guide your right foot back behind you, finding your crescent lunge. Take your time to get there, especially this first time through. So you want a nice wide stance. Your left foot is in a line with your left hip. Right foot is aligned with your right hip. If you lose your balance, that is okay. Meet yourself where you are. Push the mat away with those back toes to let you really sink deep into this front knee. And if this right hip is opening up, just bend that right knee so you can keep your hips squared forward. Hold it here for an inhale. Exhale, warrior 2, first warrior 2 on this side. If you watch my videos before, I'm a big fan of bending and straightening that front leg a couple times. The first time you find yourself in a warrior 2, letting you tap into that nice deep depth in your front knee. Gaze over your front fingertips, squeeze your back glute in so your front leg isn't doing all of the work. So good. Inhale, star pose. Lift yourself up, toes out, heels in. Pause here. Let yourself take up space. Draw your heels into the mat and then energetically pull them towards each other to activate your inner thighs. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, goddess squat, sink it low, elbows come towards your midline. Bend into those knees, opening up your knees back behind you. Option to bring your hands to heart center if that feels a little bit more natural in your body. We're just gonna stay low and take tiny little pulses for 10, 9, 8. Continue to breathe. Use your breath as a tool here. Tap into your strength. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep that bend in your front knees. Sweep that left palm up and back. Feel that nice side body stretch. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, return to your warrior 2. Now I want you to take this mixed transition really slow, and we're gonna take it slow. Okay, inhale, crescent lunge. So we're gonna float up onto the ball mount of our back foot to pull our right hip forward, reach your fingertips to the sky. Option to bring your hands down to heart center to do this. Again, it's okay if you lose your balance. I am a lot more wobbly than I normally am today, but that's okay. Hold your crescent lunge for an inhale. Exhale, chair plane. So you shift your weight forward to bring your right foot up to meet your left palms back behind you. So good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment to reset. Let the crown of your head hang really heavy, unclench your jaw. What we do to one side, we do to the other. You stay facing the front of your mat. I'm going to turn around so I can face you as we do this other side. Inhale, halfway lift, reset your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. You've been here before. Sink those hips low, biceps frame your ears, gaze at the top of your mat. Weight in your heels, activate those glutes, hold it for an inhale. Exhale. Chair plane, or if it's in your practice, maybe you go for drinking bird. And even if it's not in your practice, I encourage you to try it. In order to grow, we have to get a little uncomfortable. If you're falling out of something, if you're wobbly, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you are growing, and I am right here with you. If you floated your heels, slowly float them back down. Right foot stays forward this time. Inhale, crescent lunge. Shift your weight to your right foot as you guide your left foot back. Sweep your fingertips up overhead. Land on the ball mount of that left foot and take a moment to set yourself up. You can bring your hands to heart center. Maybe you bring your hands down to your hips, whatever you need to find that nice, deep crescent lunge with your front knee stacked over your front ankle, back heel stacked over your toes, and left hip is forward. Bend your back knee if you need to get there. Squeeze your inner thighs together to help you find that balance. Drive down through that right heel. It's going to activate that right glute and keep you a little bit more stable. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. First warrior two, you know where we're going. Bend and straighten that front knee a couple times. Take your time, find that strong warrior two. Once you're there, and that knee is bent over that front ankle, I want you to look down at that knee. When we get tired, that knee wants to dump in. I want you to use this outer glute and thigh to keep that knee tracking over your pinky toes. And your upper body's active here. You're reaching through those fingertips to activate that upper body. Inhale, star pose. Turn towards your mat, toes in, heels out. You know where we're going. Exhale, goddess squat, sink it low, elbows to midline, or hands to heart center. Draw your tailbone down, take the arch out of your back, little pulses for 10, 9, breathe into it. You got it. I'm right here with you. These challenging moments, notice where your mind is. Use your breath as a tool. Come back to this present moment. You're just here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, star pose, lift it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. That right side body gets a nice juicy stretch this time. Reach those right fingertips a little bit longer. Stay committed to that lunge in your front knee. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Again, we take this slow option to bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, crescent lunge. So we're pulling our hips so they're both face forward, floating up onto the ball mat of those back toes to help us get there. Exhale, chair plane. Hinge forward so you can shift your weight into this right foot to float your left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. So strong. We're going to do that one more time. Breath to movement. Again, I'm going to turn around to face the front of my mat again so we can face each other as we flow through. First, let's reset our spines. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, chair. Exhale, chair plane. Left foot stays forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess squat. We're just passing through. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. With control, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair plane. We're gonna go straight into the other side. Inhale, chair. Exhale, chair plane. Right foot stays forward this time. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess squat, lowest one yet. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. with control. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, chair plane. So good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. So unbelievably strong. We're going to do just a little bit of balancing before we come down onto our mats. I am turning to face you. You keep facing the front of your mat. Let's reset our spines. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, chair plane. You got it. Right foot is going to be your base. Inhale, one-legged mountain. We're coming back to that one-legged mountain that we practiced at the start of this. Take a moment, find your balance. You can bring your hands to heart center if that helps you. Root down to that right big toe. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Left foot comes on the inside of your right thigh. Now you have so many options here. Left big toe can act as a kickstand. It can rest around the shin and calf area, or you can pull it up a little bit higher to your inner thigh. Avoid pressing your foot into your knee. Please, please, please protect your knee. You need to drop your foot below your knee. That is okay. You meet yourself where you are. Okay, if you start to lose your balance, that is okay. Right big toe is rooted. Squeeze your glutes in. Think about pointing this left knee directly out to the left-hand side. Now, with your hands, you have options in tree pose. Your hands can come to heart center. Whew. We are wobbly today, but that's okay. Sometimes we're wobbly. We're staying present. We're meeting ourselves where we are. Hands can be center. You can grow your branches. You can find a nice bind back behind you. Play around what feels good. Something that I always like to play around with, only do this if you are in a safe space and you feel stable, is closing your eyes to tap into that balance within. It is always very humbling to try to balance with your eyes closed. We're just here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Return to that one-legged mountain. Exhale, chair plane. We got lots of our chairs in our practice today. We're gonna do that left side this time. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left foot is your base. Pull that right knee high. Breathe. Take a moment to find your balance. We are not in a rush here. I find that taking the rush out of things and moving a little bit slower is a great way to test your presence and help you stay present. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, tree pose. Again, you have your options. Right foot comes on the inside of your left leg. Right big toe can be a kickstand. Your foot can rest against your shin and calf, or maybe you guide it up to your inner thigh. This side doesn't need to look exactly like the other side. I'm already feeling more unstable on this side, so I'm going to keep my foot a little bit lower on this side. You adjust in a way that's going to be more supportive to you, and maybe on this side, you can pull up your foot higher. Maybe you do something new with your arms. We are not perfectly symmetrical. It's okay if it feels different. It's okay if it looks different. Again, maybe you play with closing your eyes this time. Something that will help you really find your balance is, rather than watching this video and watching me wobble, find something that you can focus on that's not moving. Maybe it's a spot on the ground. Maybe it's your water bottle. Find something that's not moving to focus on. That is your drishti, your point of focus, to help you find your balance. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Amazing, you did it. We're gonna gently get down onto our mats. You find your way to get there. If your wrists are feeling good and strong, maybe you do a chaturanga to meet us here, or maybe you just gently drop down to your mat, just like I did. We are gonna come down onto our backs, where we're gonna spend the rest of our practice today. Make sure you have enough space to roll all the way down. Beautiful. Walk your feet back towards your glutes. Feet are at hips width distance. Knees pointing straight towards the ceiling. Gonna move into my favorite figure 4 stretch. Keep your left foot rooted as you cross your right ankle over that left thigh. From here, you have options. You can press that right knee away from you. You can stay here, or maybe you interlace your hands behind that left foot for a little bit of a deeper stretch. Find what feels best in your body and just breathe into it. We're going to pause here for a moment as we begin to slow things down. I want to remind you to pay attention to where your mind goes. As we start to approach the end of our practice, there is a temptation to maybe stop it here, check to see how many more minutes are left, or start thinking about what you're going to be doing next. But I really want you to challenge yourself to just stay focused on your breath, stay focused on the sensation you're feeling in this stretch, and just let yourself be. If you floated your left foot up, slowly lower it back down. Keep your right ankle crossed over your left thigh. Either goalpost or tee out your arms, whatever feels more comfortable. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, let your right foot drop over to the left side of your mat, but keep your figure 4 legs as they are. Just breathe into this nice stretch. Your gaze is either directly at the ceiling or over that right shoulder. Slowly come back to center. Keep your figure 4 legs. Once your left foot is back on the mat and your hips and gaze are center, switch out your legs. Release that right foot down. Cross that left foot over that right thigh. Ooh, this side is tight. Yeah, you have the same options on this side as you do on the other. You can stay here. You can press that left knee away from you to open up that hip. You can interlace your hands behind your thigh. Wow, I won't be doing that today because my hips are a little bit tighter today, but that is okay. We're gonna pause and breathe into on this side just as we did on the other side. Maybe you close your eyes here if you haven't already, just to help you stay tuned in. Taking this time, also just thank yourself for showing up on your mat and taking this time to do your best to stay present. It's okay if maybe you weren't able to stay present, if you found your mind racing or drifting off multiple times. It doesn't mean that you failed at staying present. Again, if something's challenging and you're still here showing up and doing it, that is amazing, and it just shows you that you're growing. If you lifted your right foot, slowly lower it back down. Prep those arms for your twist. Either tee them out or find a goalpost shape. Prep with an inhale. Exhale, let that left foot fall over to the right side of your space. Gaze is at the ceiling or over that left shoulder. Again, keep your figure 4 legs so that left knee is still pointing up. Let this gentle twist feel good. Slowly come back to center, lift up onto that right foot, hips and gaze are center before you unravel your legs. Once you unravel your legs, find a recline down angle. Bring your soles of your feet to touch and just allow those knees to open up wide. We're going to close our practice here. You can keep your arms as they are if you feel comfortable. Maybe you guide one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. Again, if your eyes aren't already closed, I encourage you to close them here. I'm just going to pause here for a couple rounds of breath, giving yourself the space to really take in what it feels like when you carve out the time to show up for yourself, and when you take the time to really be connected to your breath and really be grounded in the present moment. Soak up this sense of peace you may be feeling, or even a sense of pride for showing up and doing your best. Again, if you weren't able to stay present and focus the entire time, that does not mean that you failed to be present by any means. You showed up and you put the effort in. That is a win. Last round of breath here. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Allow your belly and chest to rise as they fill with air. Open mouth, release. Gently roll onto your favorite side, using your bicep as a pillow. Really just pausing here for a moment. I want you to take as much time as you need to come out of your practice today. If you want a little bit more time just laying here on your back or laying here on your side, please feel free to pause the video. I encourage you to do so if you feel called to. But if you feel ready to move on with your day at your own pace, gently make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Wow, thank you so much for being here with me today. If you enjoyed this video, I cannot tell you how much I would appreciate a like, a comment, sharing it with one of your friends, and subscribing to the channel. We have new flows every single week. I truly take your feedback and what you want to see at heart. So if there's something you want to see more of, if you have questions, please post it in the comments and I promise I will respond, or I will record more videos of what you're looking for. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.